Now, did you hear Dr. Steve's show the other night on the Saturday Night Virus?
Yeah, I heard the Weird Medicine addendum.
Now, you, apparently they spent some time talking to the guy who wants to take you out.
Right, yeah. For some reason, he's now changed his name. He's now Ed.
Well, Ed doesn't want people to know his real name because he, sells washing machines down south. And apparently down there, they won't buy a washing machine from a gay guy. So he has to be Ed on the air.
Oh, okay.
No get a washing machine from him, honey. So, did the guy sound like he was really into you?
No, it didn't sound like he was so into me. He said he still wanted to take me to a football game on a date, to a Tennessee Volunteers football game. But I don't think he sounded that into me.
Maybe he's just not that into you. I'm going to pick up a book for you that all the girls pass around. Well, he's not into you now. He's got to get behind you. Then he'll get into you.
No, not even that way. I don't even think he wanted into me that way at this point. It seemed like he was just wanting to go. It sounded like he was looking for someone to take his extra football ticket off of him.
Maybe that's gay code.
Oh.
So you need to be wooed a little more than what he's doing.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm interested, but that certainly wasn't wooing on the Saturday Night Virus.
What would you like him to say to you?
Well, it was like, it was basically like he ended up sitting next to me by mistake, like, there wasn't any, because I was told
we got it from Dr. Steve that he wants to go out with you.
Right,
Does the guy not want to go out with you?
I don't think so. I don't think he does. I think this is a cruel joke on Dr. Steve's part.
You need to woo Fez a little bit. I'll show you how to act, Ed.
Okay. His name's not even Ed.
Fezzy.
Yeah.
He had Fatal, didn't he?
Beautiful sweat patterns you have going on right now.
Don't mention my sweat
does he still have Fatal?
That's not wooing.
Oh, okay.
One looks like Asia,
Okay.
the other like South America.
All right. It's because the South American side is dripping a little more.
Fezzy, darling.
Yes.
Fezzy, darling.
Yes, Ed.
Your beard is as white as I've already came in it.
See, these...
You call that beard a cum catcher?
No, I don't.
I do.
Well, that's all good.
Neither do the Native
This deck can't beat
Americans.
hunters and mech mages. It's going to be
Fezzy, your
troublesome.
nostrils are wide enough for me to fuck. You know that?
This isn't wooing. No, it's bringing up things that I'm sensitive about.
I didn't know.
Yes, that I'm nervous about. My pit stains.
Yeah.
My white beard.
Yeah.
My enlarged nostrils.
Swear to God, I've known you literally half my life.
Right?
And I never knew that you were sensitive about that snout.
Yeah. Yeah, I worry about my nostrils.
Really?
Yeah. I figure they're very large, and I figure everyone, and my nose isn't that big.
So when we used to put that little curly tail on you and yell piggy, that always bothers you?
That bothered me.
Yeah.
You didn't pick up on that?
I had no idea. Seriously, you're going to have them filled in.
With what?
Cum.
All right.
Lots of Ed's cum.
That's not wooing. Just dirty talk. Nasty dirty talk.
Fezzy,
Took out a card that's good against druids
so
and get matched up against a druid.
What are you using? A snow shovel as a utensil?
This is
fantastic.
This is a romantic dinner conversation.
Really? What'd you say to you?
You eat like a bird. Maybe something like that.
Pterodactyl.
And please don't bring up my nostrils.
Fezzy, you smell like fear itself.
That can't be good.
Here is Bruce. Bruce, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, hey Dave, really easy grade school way to learn to, eat your girl is just do the alphabet with your tongue like a paintbrush.
Yeah, we're all very familiar with Mr. Sam Kinison, God rest his soul. Here's Dan. Dan on line 7, take your thumb off of it. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, I'd like to try to woo Fez here.
God help yourself. He's single. He's here to mingle.
Hey, Fez, I just wanted to tell you, your fucking ass is so sweet, it's like cotton candy. You give me a fucking toothache over here.
That's beautiful.
Could my hand get any slower?
No, I don't think so.
Could my hand have any minions to play
And I
in
don't
it?
know if talking about eating my ass is wooing me.
What's that? Why not? You want your ass eaten a little bit? Salad toss?
Yeah.
Aren't you guys into that?
No, I don't. want to hear about my ass being called sweet tasting.
Here's the thing.
It's embarrassing.
You could actually toss salad in Fez's ass cheeks. It's like a big fucking salad bowl.
Maybe a side salad.
No. A
Hey,
fucking house salad.
A little individual sized coleslaw.
Interesting card in Druid.
Be it.
I guess he's
Chicken Caesar.
So that's
guess
what
he's
you're
running
looking
double
for?
combo.
A little wooing would be nice. Not this, hey, I got dragged there by Dr. Steve and...
Fezzy, you're as twitchy as a baby deer.
I try to conceal my twitching, so when you bring it up, it makes me self-conscious. Ed?
Ed really wants to go out with you at this place he calls Top of the Bridge Restaurant, where you drive to the top of the bridge and get out.
God,
What's wrong?
I don't want to be on top of the bread. You just made me sweat more.
No, I'm seriously, you are just soaked.
I know. It's a mess.
Smells so well too.
Yeah, musty. It's like if someone poured water into your attic and let it sit there.
Is this the wooing?
Yeah.
I don't know what's worse, his pits or his ass. They're really bad.
I've
So
never said
frustrating.
this about a human being. I think you've turned.
Frustrating.
I have not. I haven't spoiled.
He has more cards than me
Very
too.
sour smell coming off you today.
So frustrating.
Did you hear his grunting? Is that the nervous grunt?
It
That's
must
a good
be.
card
for
I
me.
didn't even hear it.
Get that sling blade out.
Yeah.
Start murdering people. See you later, Dwight Yoakam.
I think that started at NEW when people started to write to us and said, "You've got to stop that grunting." And I swear to God, I never heard it. We went back to listen to tapes, and every time I was talking, you just hear,
I don't know what it is. Maybe just revving my engine.
I thought you were growling at me like a strange dog. Fezzy, you come off like a strange dog. A strange, smelly, wet dog.
Shit.
Just because it's a romantic voice doesn't mean the things you're saying are romantic.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's a good voice. I like that. But being called a wet dog...
Fezzy, your dick cheese has now emptied the room.
We're alone at last.
Here's Bart. Bart, you're on Run of Fez.
Hello, Fred. I hear you like to get your ass sprayed out when it's 7 days. I'd like to spray out your ass.
Very romantic.
It's not romantic to bring up bad childhood memories.
If you'd like to hit on Fez, it's 866. Ron Zero Fez. 866. Ron Zero Fez.
I guess I'm being wooed.
We're all trying to take you away from Ed, the Tennessee washing machine salesman. Please just, I need an on-air
Old
name.
lonely.
I need an on-air name. Ed would do for me. That's fucking being creative in Knoxville. Well, I guess I shouldn't have said the actual town. Matt, you're on with Fez Watley.
Yeah, Fez, I'd give you a nice wagon if you like. I'll be nice about it. I'll say, listen, Fez, it's going to get really dark really fast.
Bobby, you're on with Fez Watley.
That gives me the combo.
Hey, boys, what's going on?
What can we do for you?
No, I just want to tell Fez that I would go down on his clit and I wouldn't pay any attention to his asshole. I would just pay attention to his clit with my tongue and I would just play with it all night long. What do you say, Fez?
What do you say, Fez? Would you like that?
I don't have one of those, Bobby.
Yet.
I'm not getting one.
Looks like you're sweating another one, though. Might be just a stalactite. Just a sweaty stalactite forming.
That's just a skin tag.
You know you can take those off with a string.
You can?
Yes. Where are your skin tags?
I got armpit one.
Oh. I'll fucking take them off for you.
Really?
Yeah.
So it gives me 5,
Okay.
7,
I had a great grandmother who had a skin tag thing. Used to
plus
make me
6
tie them off.
is
I think that's the only place I
13,
got
plus
one.
6
Let me take a look at
is
it now.
19.
Fez, I love when you bear a single tit. When you bear a single tit like that.
Like, excuse me, I gotta get all unbuttoned.
Dwight.
I don't know how to tell you this, but your sweater's wet.
His white
That's
sweater.
not a sweater,
What is
that's
it?
me.
Oh.
Where is it?
His black and white sweater.
Oh, wrong arm. Right there. You see it?
Ugh.
God.
It's a little moist right now. It's kind of puttyish.
Is he gonna play double swipe or something?
Mike, you're
double
right. Keep
double
the shirt
swipe?
off, President. Cool off a little bit. No,
If
put
he-
your shirt on, because either way, it's
If he
freaky.
attacks
Why don't you
me,
seriously shave down? Maybe that's why you're sweating so much. I'll shave you down after the show.
I'll just do it like
he
this.
just went into combo range,
Just
didn't he?
over the shoulders without putting the sleeves
How
on.
romantic. Yeah, let them dry a little bit.
Yeah,
4,
before I put my
6,
pits back
4,
in this.
8,
Mike, you're on
12.
Run Fez.
Hello?
Yeah.
Fez?
Yes, sir.
May I flirt with you?
Go
You
ahead.
can try.
Help yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm very nervous. You're so gorgeous.
Hmm.
Fezzy,
Mm-hmm.
I get lost in your eyes when I come in your beard.
Joe, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Can I, woo Fez?
Help yourself. Go ahead. He's right here.
Alright, Fez, I'd love to gargle your ball sweat.
I don't think there's enough to gargle.
Oh, there's a lot.
It's like drinking out of a hot hose.
That is wrong.
You ever a little kid try to take a drink out of the hose and put your mouth up too quick? And you just get the hot fucking summer hose fucking water in your mouth?
Even if you think you've let it run long enough.
No, I mean...
Only card that really saves him.
It'll
was a
fucking
sledge
cool
belcher.
off, but that first fucking hit, it's like your mom
Only
just
card
poured
in the game
water
that
and
saves
poured
him.
it into your fucking face. Here is Dave. Dave, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, I want to bang fatty pneumonia.
Mean childhood nicknames are not wooing.
Jay, you're on with fatty pneumonia. Go ahead, help
Fezzy.
yourself.
Fez, you're so great at figuring out tips. It really turns me on.
Smart ass.
Uh-oh, I think, Fez, you've just tipped 6,000%.
It happens. Math is not one of my big skills.
Somebody let the dog out. It's starting to growl. We better order lunch. There's a wonderful place with some tuna fish sandwiches. Pat, you're on Run Fez.
Todd, please acknowledge my number, 53053.
Beautiful acknowledgement for you.
I just want you to know that I always say, thank you!
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you for blowing me. My God, Fez, you sucked me dry.
These sound like compliments and achievements,
Yeah.
but I don't know if they really are.
Stay still. I'm trying to shit on your chest.
Is that me?
Let's line up asshole to asshole and shit back and forth forever and ever. Back and forth forever and ever. Where are you and Ed going? And the thing is, I did see Ed that day.
Uh-huh.
He kind of looks like you.
Ed looks like me?
Yeah, did you remember when he came in with Dr. Steve? I go, what's Fez doing
Yeah.
in the studio and outside the studio? And he has that whole, hey, y'all.
Southern gentleman.
Yeah. I'm here to fuck your partner.
Maybe not gentleman.
Man, that's not very gentlemanly.
When we fuck, call me Ethel.
It's not enticing.
Fez, would you get the hell in here? I got a raging heart on. Fez, can I fuck you in the ass while we listen to Skinner?
Yes.
Well, you're as beautiful as Leonard Skinner, Fez. You're Skinner purty.
Thank you, my southern lover.
Fez, can I put lipstick on you?
See, I don't think this is going to work out between me and Ed.
I'll pick these flowers for you outside the garden.
Those are carrots.
Fez, would you please help me wash the trailer? These buckets are heavy.
Running water would help.
Fez, it's hot on my bare feet. Would you come on them? Thank you.
It's not gonna cool them off. It would only make them hotter.
Forever and ever. Back and forth. Chris, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, I'm sick of looking for a sugar daddy, and you're a perfect age to be my sugar granddaddy. Then we can eat chicken livers and ants, too, on our first date. Mmm.
The old comments, that's not romantic. That doesn't help. That's not good for self-esteem.
Fez, would you tell me about Benjamin Harrison?
I don't know anything about Benjamin Harrison.
Then just fuck my ass, thank you. I appreciate it. Fez, I wish you were twins so I'd have a dick in each hand. And I'd line your twin dicks up together, and then we'd come back and forth forever and ever.
Not much of a fantasy imagination. Southern lover.
Can we play Sweet Home Alabama at our wedding rehearsal?
I'm not gonna marry Ed.
Shogun, you're on Fez.
Dick 241.
Hooah!
Oh, Fez, I want to fucking fuck you in the ass until cum drips out
That's
of your
not
mouth
even
and
wooing.
diamonds out of your back.
See ya!
Why is he doing a retarded voice?
Oh, I got an epic.
You're a great big fat girl.
Golden Common. Obish Experimenter. Okay, what's my epic?
Fez!
Yes.
Feigned
Ed.
Death. Don't think
We
I have
got any
Feigned Death.
bananas in that there kitchen? Bring them on up in here, would you please?
Yes, we have bananas.
Yeah, I don't have Feigned Death.
I picked some up at Drucker's.
Could you peel the banana and then take the peel and put it on your raging heart on? And tell me you're making a fruit salad?
I am not gonna play banana dick with you, Ed.
Could you put kumquat skins all over your balls?
No, they're too sour, too acidy.
Because if you had a TV in your asshole, I'd never stop watching it. I really wouldn't.
That's a very nice thing to
Yeah,
say,
TV.
Ed.
Does you realize that your nipples are bigger than my hubcaps?
It's just wrong. Now I'm covering up in here.
Fez,
You're gonna miss Fez over
Yes,
tipping
Dad.
if you leave.
do you love me enough to put on blackface and play a banjo?
Oh, another
I
mage.
love you, Fez.
Another mage.
I wouldn't mind.
Starting hand's a little too slow. Gets
Could
a
you
mage.
put a napkin over your dick and call it the Ku Klux Cock? Thanks, Fez.
Might as well. I was gonna do it anyway.
Much as I love you, I gotta go sell washing machines.
Good luck.
Those pants ain't gonna clean themselves. And just late at night. Fez?
Yes, Ed.
Fez?
What? I'm sleeping.
Fez?
What?
Coin.
What do you want?
Spider tank.
You wish Elvis was still alive.
Yes, now go back to sleep.
That doesn't do anything.
Fez?
What?
You like to deep fry everything and eat it? 'Cause I sure do.
Yes, it's good. Now go to sleep.
You're perfect for me, Fez.
I should never have gotten in this relationship.
I wish I could deep fry your balls. Put some bacon grease on.
Keep the grease off my balls, Ed.
Just saying that I love you, Fez.
I understand, but find a different way to say it.
Heart and soul.
Did you sell any washboards today?
Not a single.
Not one washboard?
They're gonna take this trailer back off his face.
I know.
It sells washing machines, not washboards.
Fez, you make me feel like Tennessee Williams. I love to get buck-ass naked with you and fuck you in the yard.
That's not gonna happen. We have neighbors. And they have dogs.
Fez,
What? I'm not trying to sleep, Ed.
I was just saying, do you like 38 special?
They're all right.
All right, night.
Good night.
By the way,
What?
my mama don't know I'm a faggot. So could you tell her you're my brother?
She's gonna know. You idiot.
Night, Fez.
Good night, Ed.
Tomorrow, fart right in my mouth, okay?
We'll talk about it in the morning.
You fart in my mouth, and then I'll fart in your mouth. And that means we're married.
It does not.
That's a Tennessee wedding.
A fart is not an engagement ring.
Jeff, you're on Run of Fez. Go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, hey. Says, your app is like a Chinese restaurant. I'll have the poo-poo platter.
Good one. With the Olympics coming up.
Fez,
Yes, Ed.
you ever wonder if the Ultimate Warrior could beat Jesus in a fight?
I never think about that.
You're my best friend, Fez.
Thank you, Ed.
We suck and fuck like Chuck and Buck. We sure do, Fez.
You know, just 'cause it rhymes doesn't make it a nice romantic poem.
Fez,
Yes, Ed.
sure is hard to sell washboards.
I know. Have you tried down by the river?
Nope. I just sell them under the overpass. Outside of Dollywood.
I don't think those people need washboards.
You're every bit as pretty as that Dolly Parton. And twice as fat.
What?
Twice as fat.
Come on with the...
Not a good thing.
Sick.
You're on Run of Fez.
Hey, Fez, can we play Deliverance the home game? Squeal.
Thanks, Randy.
You remind me of that fat guy in Deliverance, Fez.
Ned Beatty?
Ned Beatty. I used to have a Ned Beatty poster.
I didn't even know they made those, Ed.
Well, it was Warren Beatty's poster, but I just cut out Ned's picture and stuck it up over it.
Ah.
Kevin, you're on Run of Fez.
So sick.
I'm wearing cut-off dungarees and I'm shirtless. Dick punch you in the ear. Woo!
It's a good look.
So when are you supposed to be getting together with this guy?
Oh, I don't know. It's sometime during college football season. Is when he wants to take me to a game.
So sick.
That gay
Now
code.
I have no minions on
Ask
the
your brother at
board. Just
queertown.com.
6666.
I will, certainly.
To see the volunteers.
Uh-huh.
Are you excited about this?
No, I'm not. I don't even think I'm going.
Let him be your Rocky Top and you're his Rocky Bottom.
I'm not even a big Volunteers fan.
You don't have to be. You're going to have a fucking mouthful of nuts. What do you care what's going on?
Not at the game, I wouldn't. It wouldn't happen there at Volunteer Stadium.
What does it attract you about him?
Nothing. I'm not attracted to him. Not his sweet talking that we've heard. Or his fabulous job.
When you heard him on Dr. Steve's show, was Dr. Steve making fun of him or acting like this is a good thing?
I guess Dr. Steve was acting like it was a good thing, but he was being so dull about it that it was like...
Who was being dull about it?
Dr. Steve. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that came out of nowhere. Dr. Steve doubled down on my presence.
Where I didn't even know if it was real or not at that point.
I think Dr. Steve, when he was younger, used to push guys into the retard, and that's what he's basically doing with his friend.
Oh, okay.
Going, he wants to marry you.
Yeah, it was very odd. It really didn't fit in the format of a medical show. When they stopped to talk about us sharing desserts and eating sushi.
Now, I got a email today from Dr. Steve who says you did not respond to his emails.
I sent him an email last week.
How many has he sent you since then?
He's probably sent me like 3.
Okay, that To respond to emails doesn't mean you occasionally respond. It means you respond to emails. It's like Dave saying, you didn't call me back. And I'm going to call you back fucking 4 weeks ago. What are you talking about?
Dr. Steve.
What's he asking you that you're dodging?
I think it's that if I want to go to this football game or not.
I was
Is that why
lucky.
you're not answering?
Yeah, because I don't know if I
Why
want to
you
go
wear
there.
your shirt that way?
Just over my shoulders?
Yeah.
And nothing in the sleeves?
That'd be great for when you have broken arms.
It would be perfect. Just keep my slings in here.
Why doesn't he have a fucking date for you in your own town?
Yeah, I don't know why I have to go to, Eastern Tennessee.
Why can't he fuck you under
Your
the
image
pretzel
is
out
just
on
too
Rose, Rhode Island?
overpowered of a card.
Why do you gotta get on a plane?
Because that's not allowed.
I wasn't gonna say anything. Fezzy took us all out for a dinner last night. We all decided to go out, and I said, Fezzy, you want me to get this? You want to get it? Because we're gonna go back and forth when we take the boys out. Last night was Fezzy's night. Took us out to a wonderful restaurant, Fez.
Smith & Walensky on 49th Street and 3rd Avenue in Manhattan.
It's a very old steakhouse, one of the oldest ever. It's like 115, 120 years old. And it's one of those days that one of those places where probably women weren't allowed even in there to 1985. It's just guys and meat. And so we ordered these steaks, and we ended up having a great time. The bill comes for Fez, and I see him. He's putting it on his credit card, and I see that he's a little confused, but he signs it, and the guy takes a check. All of a sudden, this old waiter comes back, because our waiters are like 90 years old. Grabs Fez, shakes his hand. Thank you, sir. And I see Fez looks puzzled. Earl, Dave, and I crack up because we realized Mr. Known at Math has probably overtipped.
I have zero math skills whatsoever. I cannot do simple, stupid division and multiplication, any of it. And yes, the guy got too big of a tip for the bill. Way too big.
Well, what happened and that made you upset. You were having the time of your life. You didn't even mind the tip. But then, what made you upset? That he was happy?
It made me upset that I had overtipped. And that he came over and made a scene about it, practically hugging me in front of everybody. That was embarrassing.
And that made us crack up because you looked shocked and upset with it.
At one point, I saw all the other waiters in the restaurant huddled across the room, laughing and pointing at Fez. As if there he is, there's the guy who way overtipped.
Rob, you're running Fez.
Hey, buddies. Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
Quit lying to us, man. Fez didn't pay for a dinner.
No, he did. We've gotten into a thing this year that, Fez, you're going to grab the checks. For the first, 1,000, 2,000 meals of our life, Fez wouldn't touch a check. And now that, me and him are partners, you got to grab the check half the time. It's a legitimate thing to do. And when we take the boys out, they don't ever grab the check because we make more money than them. So last night was great. Everybody gets a big steak. The steaks
I would
were
like
so
to
good,
be
Earl
able
and
to
I
draw
didn't
2
even
cards.
order,
That would be
desserts
nice.
with it.
I have those cards. He drew his
Dave
entire
actually
deck.
forced himself to eat dessert. And I'm not kidding about this.
Only thing that
After
really
some
saves
really deep
Sludge
breathing.
Belcher really is the only thing that saves
he
me.
moaned all through his meal.
He suffered the end of a steak because it was one of those steaks that was hanging like a fucking cowboy steak. It was just hanging off of his plate.
Yeah, I had to do.
Can't draw anything that deals
to
damage.
get that chocolate mousse down. I thought that was going to come up.
By the way, you could
If it's a minion, oh my god, of course.
Chocolate mousse cake and a glass of milk to end your meal.
What do you mean?
It's like taking an 8-year-old out.
I was shocked that they had milk there.
So
That they
sick.
had-
Shocked they had moose cake. He's eating moose and you're eating moose. You guys go for the cheapest fucking angles you possibly can.
Oh, I lost now.
But
He's got 5 damage.
all in all, good time. So when we get outside, I'm still cracking up over this, and Fez is still pissed. Here's what happens. So we sit down, and for the 4 of us, the meal comes to $315. Fezzy throws on an $85 tip.
Oh my God!
I totally did the math wrong. I was trying to do a 20% tip, and I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know whether I thought the meal was like $400 or something. I think that's what it was in my mind.
Did you go home and start to try to work it out with a tip calculator?
I tried, yeah.
Because for you to even start to figure out percentages now completely is outside of your gimmick.
And I was so pissed the entire time, the rest of the night, and I'm just thinking I should go back in there and ask the manager if I can have this back and correct a mistake.
No, you were doing it at the table. You were doing like with your fingers. You were doing the multiplication.
Just in the air, yeah. My imaginary chalkboard.
And now let me also point this out. For the $85, all the guy did is bring us 4 plates. We did not have great service. It's not like one of those over-the-top service nights. The guy fucking barely knew who we were until he saw the 85. And then he's like, anytime you fellas like to stop back, don't even worry about reservations. As for me.
Plus, if there's a girl, I can get
I haven't played a Warlock in
yeah, I mean,
2.5 hours.
Treat us like celebrities now.
What does he know? The guy's 90 years old. There was no place that... There's no fucking woman he could get us whose pussy was fucking not dry as dust.
I should probably get half back from you.
From me?
Yes.
For what?
Well, like you just said,
that was your night.
We were partners.
Next lunch is on me. If you want, I'll take us out right now to the hot dog cart.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll give 100% tip. 2 dogs and a Coke.
You don't even have to tip those guys.
2 dogs. Why? Of course you do. They're standing outside in the cold. You got to take care of them. And then, believe me when I tell you, the guy at the hot dog cart has a way worse life than that guy that you hit the 85 with last night.
I couldn't believe.
I played a Warlock 2.5 hours using Druid. I switched to Mech Mage.
Basically.
Run up against a golden handlock.
The bill didn't come to $391, or he would have got $9.
Plus, Fez also
Sick.
made that waiter's night because remember he admitted that he was a compulsive gambler.
Right. He comes by. The guy says. First of all, the guy sold. He comes back and shows us a picture of himself after the tip of when he was young, and he was in like some of those old boxing, like a John L. Sullivan boxing fucking pose, right? So so he goes, "Look at this, fellas, huh? That's me. This is a picture of me." I'm like, "Great." He's like, "Guess how old I am?" I want to say 100. 79. Can you believe it? I'm like, yeah. Every fucking day of it, old guy. So he's like, I'm really retired. I work 3 days a week because I'm a compulsive gambler. And I need a little money. I like cards. I like to shoot dice. And I go play the horses every day at the OTB. That fucking 85 is gone right now.
Oh, yeah.
That fucking 85 was the first fucking race.
I mean, after just a really fun, enjoyable night, I sat there just pissed and sulking in my apartment the rest of the evening.
You were having a great time.
Yeah.
And once again, it's your social fucking phobia that you suffer from. You being pointed out in public.
Yeah,
and having an Annoyotron is very
even with
confusing.
a good thing, even with the guy coming when he came up to us, that old waiter smiling. I could feel the blood running out of my face because I knew I had fucked it up.
You know, even when you're throwing money around, the guy never comes back and shakes your hand.
Yeah.
Don't go, thank you very much, it's kind. But they'll never come back and he shook your hand like you were a rube. Like you had just bought the fucking Brooklyn Bridge.
Like I had just gotten him and his family into the country or something.
Beyond everything else, what, you know how long we were in there, what? An hour and a half, 2 hours?
Hour and a half, yeah.
What did he do worth 85?
Yeah, nothing. We had to ask for everything we wanted. He brought steak knives was about it.
And, you know, I was trying to even think about this when I was fucking home, and I'm fucking telling the story. I'm on long distance, and everyone who knows Fez is cracking up.
I hate that.
I'm confused.
I really hate that.
Because everybody knows how tight he is.
There's the handlock card.
The fucking guy literally has the shortest fucking hands in partying. The fucking arms
So
barely
confusing.
get out to reach a check. Sometimes he fakes a piss. He'll go and stand in the fucking bathroom when it's check time. Another time, but I've got him into a system now. Half the time you pay. It's that fucking simple.
Just give me half back for this one.
And they were all fucking cracking up knowing how cheap you are. But then I got to this. All right, it came to $315 the bill, right?
Yeah.
All right, the steaks were $40 a piece.
Right.
So that's $160. Well, what are fucking sides in that place? What were we paying? Fucking $90 for onion rings?
Well, the sodas, we did drink a lot of pop.
Well, pop? Where are you fucking from?
No, I'm just saying.
Wisconsin?
We drank a lot of soda there.
But even that, what is it? Fucking $8 a piece for a Coke?
Yeah, I think they might have ripped us off.
Yeah. At $160, half the meal was the fucking steak. Well, the steak was the fucking meal.
Right.
I mean, we barely had fucking sides. And then you guys had milk and fucking moose. What could be cheaper than moose? It's like buying air. So somehow you paid $160 for 3 sides and some moose. And as fucking, Potsy puts it, some pop.
Maybe the gratuity was included, and that's what made it $3.15.
I bet it is. I bet the fucking gratuity is included.
Has to be, because by your math, there's no way it can come to $3.15.
Well, the fucking steaks were between $42 and $45 a piece. That was right on the thing. So that's $160, $170. How did you get the $3.15 from that? We had 3 sides, some fucking moose, and some sodas. You probably tipped this fucking guy $120, $130.
No wonder he was so excited. I am so pissed right now. I am furious with myself. I'm furious with him for not coming over and saying, this must be some mistake.
This must be some mistake. All I did is drop all 4 plates, and it took me 45 minutes to do that. We ate an entire fucking basket of bread. We were starving.
You gave him a 2,000% tip.
I must have. And all I could think as I'm going over this again in my mind, I'm thinking, this restaurant is probably as old as Manhattan itself. This guy must have seen some decent tips in his day.
Right.
Jack Dempsey went in there and tipped.
Yogi Berra eats at that fucking place.
And I'm thinking, why is this tip so just thrilling to him?
Because, first of all, anybody who picks up an extra 85 in an hour is fucking happy with it. I don't care if you're Donald Trump. You're happy to pick up an extra 85.
I gotta find that bill, my copy of it, and see if it says gratuity included.
Oh, it's fucking framed. It's sitting up at Smith & Wall right now. They have it under the bridge and tunnel fucking idiot section.
Along with Fez's picture.
Yeah, sure.
Find this guy. Make sure he comes here every Friday.
It is going to take me a long time to get over this one. A long time.
How about I take you out for a dog right now?
He's not a mech. I'm
help.
so terrible.
You know what? That ends us going out to eat together.
He's good. He could easily kill him.
Too much trouble.
Oh, man.
You can't kill him?
And that's the last time I tried to figure out a tip in my head.
Well, you should just feel good about it. We had a great time. You made an old man happy. I'm sure the fucking people at the OTB are fucking happy with the extra 85.
Try your cell phone. Most cell phones come with a calculator. You gotta be using that every single time.
Well, you want to look like an old lady trying to figure out a fucking tip sitting at the fucking table.
I know it's 20%. It's not that difficult math. I know, but Fez seems to have problems.
Here's the fucking funny part about it. What did the sides cost? They had to be at least what the fucking steaks were going for, or a couple of fucking sodas.
I know what the 2 mooses cost.
They were supposed to be $10, right?
Yeah, they were $10 a piece.
Well, the sides should have only been $10. We had 3 of them.
Right.
That's $50. They're still missing $100. And if you're telling me we had $100 worth of Cokes,
well,
you're out of your fucking mind.
It comes to $200. The food, sides, and dessert should come to $210. $210. So 140 soda is what they fucking charged you.
I'm telling you, you were probably right. I bet the fucking tip was already part of it.
Had to be. It's a classy joint. It had to be.
Yeah.
That makes me even more. I was so having trouble getting past this last night, and now it's even worse.
I don't know. For me, it made it the time of my life.
I hate a fuck-up like that.
And when we were leaving, every worker in the place, including the people in the
cracking up,
were beaming. They're not just like, hey, thank you for coming. They were just like, thank you very much. Thank you.
You know what it is? It's fucking Fez is taking a walk of shame like every guy in the place butt fucked him. Then he had to go walking out of here while everybody's sneering.
My head was spinning so bad after he came over and basically congratulated me on leaving such a great tip. I couldn't remember which way was the way out. I couldn't remember how we got in. I had to ask the old guy which way out.
Mush, you're on Fez.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ron, you, or Fez, you definitely screwed yourself. I went to a Smith & Walensky out in Vegas a couple years ago. The bill itself
one more game.
$1,600, and they included a $350
you there,
gratuity
KSF?
for themselves.
Well, now I have 3 viewers.
They take care of themselves.
Oh, yeah, and Fez took care of them even more.
Yeah. So that's nice, Fez. You double tipped the guy. First of all, you hit him with 27% above his probably 18.
Oh, man. Why don't they tell you something like that when you go in there?
It's fucking funny.
Yeah, and no waiter.
It's on the check. If the tip is fucking included, it'll be right there on the check.
And I was so full, too, that I was just seeing stars anyway from eating so much.
You, well, first of all, you had locked up and were acting like you were having a heart attack. Did you notice?
Yeah.
He was doing the my chest won't move thing. Dave is doing deep exercises. And let's face it, Earl, when's the last time you had red meat?
It has probably been about a year and a half.
Because normally we go out, he has a salad and a potato and then throws up like Paris Hilton. You are fucking timid when it comes to eating food. You're worried about your stomach.
Yeah, I got the stomach of a 5-year-old.
So much of
at this
advantage
point,
goes second
but,
this
yeah, it's been
matchup.
about,
You got the dick of a 5-year-old too.
No,
If
I
Sumi
don't.
is mech
Really?
mage.
No.
Which, of course, he is.
Mikey boy, how you doing, pal?
Hey guys, I just did all the math. Did anyone do that yet? Just figure out exactly what
No.
Okay. I figured out the included tip was probably 18%. So the original bill was the most likely $267.
See what I'm
It's
saying?
about right.
So the total tip was $133, which is just under 50%.
Asshole! What the fuck? You gave $133 fucking tip.
Now he's got all the
He must
initiative.
have just gone singing. And the guy probably took his apron off, threw it at the manager, the maitre d', and said, "I quit."
Well, you know, maybe.
Only thing I hope
either
for is
got
get a
you
hand like mine.
A fucking hayseed, or maybe a coke dealer who throws his money
Yeah,
around.
be too much to hope for.
So that's not bad.
I'm a hayseed who throws his money around. I'm the worst combo.
All right, Mikey, thanks.
All right, see you guys.
Peace.
Oh, am I disgusted.
Be happy with it.
A
Maybe don't.
50% tip? Half of the bill was tip?
That's awesome.
No, it's not. I'm going to like some sort of community college and enrolling in remedial math.
First of all, forget your math. You read the fucking check. You see that the tip is taken care of. So then you sign your fucking credit card. There's no amount of math you could have done that would have been right for this.
Because even your initial tip was way over.
If you would have given him $1, it's fucking over. Yeah, you were given like a 27% tip, probably. 27, 28%. Off the 315 to go 85.
Yeah.
And away, and it's just because you're an OCD fucking idiot, you're trying to round off so you can have a nice 400 on your credit card.
It was just the easy. When I couldn't figure out the tip, it was just the easiest thing to do. And I figured I would be in the ballpark.
You were.
I thought maybe I would be $5 over. And I could have lived with that. Not $130 over.
All right, Fez, tell me where the ball is. Tell me where the ball is. It only costs $5. Look at you. Look at you. Why don't you go down fucking Times Square?
It was a great meal, though.
Yeah, it was a fantastic meal.
I can't enjoy it now. I can't believe this happened.
Yeah. Well, it happened. That's the beauty of it. The beauty of it is you took us out, we had a great meal, and you picked up everything, and then you let us laugh at you. Wait, that's the thing you hate, right?
Yes, the laughing at.
Yeah. That's where your problems come in.
Totally.
And the kitchen help laughed at him, and I
They
think
weren't laughing, they were celebrating.
even the coat check people somehow got word of what happened.
Oh, speaking of which, you fucking femme.
What?
You coat check a fucking book bag. You're wearing a fucking backpack, and you coat check it.
Sure, I don't want
That's
to.
the best
You
possible
go out to a great
guy
fucking
out of his
steakhouse like men.
mech.
Yeah.
Just
You don't have two things you don't do. You don't fucking bring a book bag with you like a child, then check it, and then two, you don't order milk at the table.
Okay. Well, I mean, I thought milk and chocolate cake is, you know, as
It
American
wasn't
as apple pie.
Chocolate cake, it's fucking chocolate mousse. It's a child's fucking food.
And he was loud about it, too, because he remembered the waiter was walking away, and he was like, oh, wait a minute. Can I have a glass of chocolate milk? And everybody just turns around and looks at us.
Let me tell you, when those guys try to grab my cake, my coat, when I come in, I'm like, I'm Irish. You don't want to fucking play this game with me. Because if I come back there and that coat ain't there, I'm fucking going nuts. I'll burn this old fucking wonderful restaurant to the ground over that fucking coat. I got things sewn in that coat you don't even want to know about.
I kept my coat. I just needed my book bag to go in there. I got, you know, it takes up too much space. It takes
You
up
don't
all
need
our
a
leg
fucking
room.
book bag. You're a fucking man now. What are you doing with that thing? You look like you're 8. And it's all chewed up and stupid.
Yeah, but like one of those strap bags hurts my shoulder too much, and a briefcase looks too silly to me.
Why don't you got your
Go all
fucking
face. Go
your
face.
short red hair. Why
Go
don't you get a
face.
newspaper fucking bag? Carry that around all day.
Now, I tipped the coat check person $75. Is that too much?
Fezzy, seriously, thanks for the great night out.
It was not a great night. It started out a great night out. The
great steak.
The steak was excellent. I was loving it.
You almost died. You loved it so much.
And I couldn't quit eating it. I was forcing it down my gullet.
No.
I was doing one of those where I was eating the fat. I had completely ate the meat.
That was delicious.
And I just, I was eating balls and balls of fat.
Oh, you were eating balls, all right.
No.
I did see you licking on it, sucking the fucking marrow out of the bone like a fucking...
Yeah.
Like somebody's mutt dog.
I had to.
Climbed into the place.
He looked like my grandmother. My grandmother used to do that. Just suck on the bone of a steak.
Oh, she did. That was a fucking ham bone she was sucking on. You never even saw a steak till last night. First time ever.
Oh.
Here's Earl. I'll have a sirloin.
You've been there a while. You didn't say anything, so I didn't know if you were
on the menu.
AFK
Right?
or if you were listening.
Don't limp in, brother.
I was going to leave,
Don't
but
limp
I'll
in.
put on another
You
bit
can't
if
go
you
wrong
want
with a
to
filet,
keep
Earl.
listening.
Ever.
No, I just thought sirloin would be a nice way to ease my way back into eating red meat.
That was a hell of a fucking steak, though, right?
Oh, it was unbelievable.
You
steak.
couldn't finish.
I couldn't finish, and I was steak drunk afterwards. I was just like, all the weight.
What does it do? It sucks the oxygen out of you somehow? You know what I mean?
It's just like all the weight just shifted to one side of my body.
I guess because you're digesting that, you're trying to break it down. It steals from your brain.
The steak, it's so meaty that all the blood goes to your stomach to try to digest this thing, and it just saps it right out of your brain.
Yeah, because I was loopy, too. I was even staggered, like stumbling a little bit.
Yeah, I saw you.
A Cajun marinade rib steak. Oh, forget it.
Cajun?
Cajun.
What fucking year is this, 87?
It was the best. The best steak I've ever had.
You said it was in your top 3. He actually started rating steaks while we were eating.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's a couple other places. I can't.
By the way, I thought all the sides sucked cock. That's just me. I thought the steaks were great. I wasn't impressed with the fucking sides.
I was embarrassed to ask for ketchup for the onion rings. I thought I would be made fun of, but they
Well, if you're
definitely
listening
needed
to
some
if you're
ketchup,
enjoying the
some dipping
comedy, I
sauce
don't
for
want
them.
to. I'll keep it on.
Did you
know
think
what
they
I'm
were
saying?
dry?
It's just, I can't fucking discuss food with you. Seriously.
Okay.
It'd be like discussing chicks with you. It's fucking 2 things you know nothing about. Why don't you put on your fucking book bag and go buy the new Nintendo game? Because it's fucking 81.
Okay. I love Nintendo. I
know you do.
Well, I gave myself a chance to
So
win.
don't
at
worry
least.
about it, Fez. This is tipping season for you, too. I know that you worry about that in your apartment.
On the way out the door today, I see there's the unmarked Christmas card leaned up against my front door.
Right.
Where it's got happy holidays from everyone in my building who's expecting a big fat tip this holiday season.
Did you count the names?
I think it's like 14.
I would have won if I drew
14.
my extra
Yeah.
fireball.
14 people in my building, maintenance from the super on down to maintenance people, all expecting some sort of envelope from Fez Marie Watley.
What's the minimum on that, do you know?
I think the minimum is probably like $25-30.
I would have thought it was higher. I thought you go minimum of 50. And then you got your big people you got to take care of.
Yeah, then your doormen, which, you know, I think there's 4 of those.
Right.
You know,
But everybody always has one doorman who's like the real guy.
Right.
Like if I'm leaving town, you know the doorman to talk to. You don't talk to the other mutt.
And then the super and the assistant super.
You got to take care of them, yeah.
Yeah, those are the top ones. That's the top
The
tier.
super?
Yeah.
Is over the doorman?
Yep.
Yeah, because the super will fucking come
All
up
right,
and
well,
fix
we'll
stuff in
leave
your
the bit on
Yeah,
for
what
another
they'll
5
do
minutes.
is actually
but
when they say
that's the end of
happy
this.
holidays from,
I think.
from the staff,
Yeah.
they'll put it in order. You know, it'll be the super's name will be first, and then they'll actually have a line and the doormen, and then another line for the porters.
But here's the thing. All right, the porters take care of you, right?
Yeah.
I will say this. You give $85 to a guy who fucking carries 4 plates over about 15 yards. You owe those porters about $900. If that's if that's the way you roll, Fez.
No, I don't. I rolled like that one night, and I didn't realize I was rolling that way. I'm rolling back.
Hey, Tippy. Tippy, everybody's... Forget Tappy. You're Tippy from now on. Everyone's crazy about it.
Is this going to cause you to undertip in
Cause
future?
him to undertip. That's his normal M.O. He's one of those guys at a diner. You hear fucking change hit the thing, and then you got to turn around and go, Fez, you can't do that.
Oh, yes, I will be watching my financial steps from now on.
Jay, you're on Run of Fez.
What's up, boys?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. You know what you ought to do, Fez, is give Smith and whatever a phone call and tell them what happened. And if they don't fix it, say, look, I'm going to get on the radio and start talking smack about you. I bet you get free gift certificates coming out your ass.
Jay, first of all, the day you become that kind of ham and egger, where you have to threaten people because you thought you overtipped, you would be the big. They'd fucking put your picture up and then spit in your food for the next fucking 40 years at every restaurant in America.
It would be more embarrassing than the humiliation I've already suffered at this. And I'm not going to go shake down an 80-year-old man.
Who's already spent the money.
Yeah.
That thing went on a pony. Hopefully he fucking hit for a change, and he turned it into some real cash.
Plus, it wasn't their fault. I mean, I hate to say it, but it was your...
Yeah, they did the work, and you didn't read the bill.
And I never learned how to do math.
Forget math. Forget the fact that you overtipped. The fucking point is this. You had already paid your tip.
I know. That gets me, too.
Because there's no way that bill came to $3.15. You didn't even think about that last night.
That never even ran through my mind.
Through my tears as I'm telling the story over and over and fucking rolling. And my chick actually said this. Hold on, my mom's on the phone. Tell her. I had to go through it over and over again. I made sure I sold it every time. I was like ADF and Sheepy out of the fucking party, talking about Fez.
At least you kept it in the family. I haven't seen it on the internet or dining out at a party on it.
Uh-oh.
What?
Nothing.
Is there something online I should see?
You don't go online, do you?
Not anymore. Not too often.
Good.
And I'm staying away from SmithandLewinsky.com.
Then there's no way that you'll hear about this at all. Don't you dare. Don't you dare bring that up.
But it's new information, Mr. B.
Is this your brand new character that you love?
No, this is the...
This is your new information, Mr. B. Rushing off the whack bag.
It's Board Gossip Dave. Same voice as always.
I'm thinking about handing Board Gossip over to Big A.
Oh, man.
That would take a while.
Take the sneer off your face, Fez. It happened. You look like you're in pain.
I am in pain. I feel I was taken advantage of.
Well, you were, but by your co-workers, not by that little old man. We're the ones that talked to you when it was your turn.
And you know, I was taking the check, and I swear there was a million times that ran through my head where I was just gonna hand it to you and say, "What do I do?"
You know what? I didn't even see you get the check.
Oh, really?
I saw the guy try to hand it to me, and I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here with that." I pulled out that steak knife. I put it up to his old throat. I go, "I will fucking plunge this into your gullet. It ain't my turn." You know what we ought to do, Fezzy?
What's that?
Get you back into it. Next time, be your turn again, and I'll check over your work.
No, because it's your turn next time.
Yeah, but I want you to get back on the horse. I want you to get out of this.
That expensive horse has ridden.
Or rode.
Yeah, away.
Roger, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez. I don't want to scare you, upset you, but when you turn this into your taxes, you know, there's going to be a red flag, and you might get audited.
Yeah, normally you would be able to turn this over to your accountant, Fez, and say, "Hey, it's the guys from work. It's, our party." Do not use that fucking bill in there. Not with an $85 fucking tip on there.
I can't? With the 50% tip?
You can. No, it's like, yeah, you can do it, but if it does, you look like a drunk maniac who's trying to take advantage of the United States government.
So I can't even get that part of it back.
Roll the dice. I love to see the government get a hold of you, Tippy. Find out what the fuck you're up to, where that real money's coming from.
I don't need the government sniffing around me and where I live.
Everyone else, sniffing around you.
You love talking sports. He loves talking sports. It's the Sports Editorial with Guy.
When I was home for vacation, one thing that we had to do was my parents' 50th wedding anniversary party.
How'd that go?
It went good up until a point. There was a certain problem when we let people get up to speak. And we were doing a thing, nice stories about my parents, that sort of thing, reminiscences.
All right, why don't we go right from the beginning? This is a big anniversary party you had planned for your family. How many people showed up? Where did you have it? What went on?
We had it at the Hilton in St. Petersburg down by the water. We had about 100 people there. A little over 100 people showed up. Had a nice dinner for everybody. Had a nice head table.
Well, it sounds like it was wonderful. Sounds like a wonderful night.
We recreated their wedding cake so that they could have that to cut. And a lot of people all dressed up, expecting a nice night, having some fun, some friends, some family, reminiscing over the past 50 years.
Well, that's terrific.
Well,
congratulations. That's nice.
Certain people...
Should we go to break now?
No, we shouldn't go to break now.
I'm willing to go to break.
No, we should not go to break now, Ron Bennington.
Earl, are we ready for a break? You think we could break?
Yeah, we could use those.
Yeah.
No, I don't think we will, Earl. I think we'll stay on XM here for a couple of more minutes. Because a situation arose when people got up at the microphone and decided to share their reminiscing with my parents and the over 100 guests that were there.
All right, well, it seemed like it went nice. We'll take a break.
No.
We're back in a few moments.
No, it didn't all go nice. Some of it was nice, like when their pastor spoke.
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. When one of the couples that they went on their cruise to Europe spoke. That was nice.
Fantastic. So all the speeches went nice. We'll take a break. You're listening.
No break, because it all turned ugly when one certain speaker went up there. There was one gentleman who wanted to speak. He used to work with my dad before my dad retired from the bank. And apparently part of his little gimmick that he wanted to do was he wanted to speak about our family and my parents and didn't have all the information that he needed. The way to set up his gimmick was he was going to say, oh, there's Mr. and Mrs. Watley, and then they had these kids. They had Corky and Tammy and Fez and Travis, and then they also had their grandchildren, and he listed our grandchildren. Then what he decided to do while he's speaking is, to be funny, was list some of the other personas that I've had on this radio show, as like they were also extended members of my parents' family. So he's bringing up Nature Boy and Jam Brady. Well, apparently what happened was, after I did some investigating after this moment at my parents' 50th wedding anniversary, he didn't know exactly what all kind of characters I've portrayed on the radio. So I found out he got help through email through Mr. Ron Bennington, who gave him some other characters.
All right. You know what, Fez? Here's the thing. I know that you seem like you're upset or whatever.
Yes.
But the point is this. Did he bother me with this first?
Yes, he did.
Why didn't he go directly to you?
I think he wanted it to be a surprise for me as well.
All right, I'll pick up this story from here. Here's what's happened, Johnny. So I get this email, and I hate this kind of thing, too, where somebody acts like, here's what he says. My name is Tim. I live in St. Pete, and then he says Fez's real name. And that whole thing always bugs me, like, when people go, oh, you work with O&A. I've known Greg since 1980s. Shut the fuck up, all right? It's not exactly Superman Clark Kent. You're not, this inside role that you feel like you have is not impressing me. So right away, when you start using Fez's birth name, it doesn't impress me. So he's like, I'm taking part in a party for his mom and dad. It's a birthday party and anniversary. Now, by this point, Fez, he's already said your real name 3 times.
Yeah, because he's playing that insider card of, I know him so well, I can call him this.
So he says, I've been good friends with the family for quite a few years, and my wife is friends with, and then list all your brothers and sisters' names. So then he goes, I was wondering whether Ron or some of the other staff members could help me with a list of names that he's used over the years. The party's on tomorrow night, so I'm under a bit of a time constraint, and I hope that you can help me and it'll be appreciated. So I write back to him, and if I was wrong about any of this, I'm sorry. But I write back, sure, Tim, of course Fez Watley's the name he uses on the air, but here's some of the other characters that he's played. Dirty Sanchez, the Mexican bandit.
Read out loud at my parents' 50th wedding anniversary.
Rusty Trombone, the jazz musician. Harry Elvis, the comic who only jokes about pants.
That one seemed to hurt the most.
That one probably was a dead giveaway that it was me. Huh?
Yeah, that's when I started to go, all right, nobody else would.
Camel Toe Curtis, the wrestler.
Again, mentioned at my parents' formal party.
Lionel Pillowbiter, the nervous Nelly. Always Wet Nanette Cummings. Tossy the Salad, the chef.
At that point, these people that go to church with my parents that are all about the same age, just really tilting their head in confusion.
Then I put down the ship's captain known as Cleveland Steamer. The Roman Helmet, the superhero in Roman times. Egyptian Teabag. The Friendly Arab.
And I'm like, where the hell is this coming from?
And then Pittsburgh Platter, the big Steelers fan. But here's the point, Fezzy. He bothered me with this.
Yes, and you gave him intentionally fake information, and Cleveland Steamer and Roman Helmet were mentioned at my parents' 50th wedding anniversary. The whole thing felt ruined.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. I want to try to help out.
I never played Lionel Pillowbiter.
Ever?
Never. Never on this show.
Well, let me strike that off the list.
At no point was I Camel Toe Curtis. People were saying some nice things. I never, of all the things that could have gone wrong with this party, I never thought hearing the word camel toe over a PA system would be one of them. I never thought that would happen.
How old was this guy?
This guy, I'd say he's probably about 38 years old, 39 years old.
Didn't get any of these references? Didn't get Dirty Sanchez?
No.
Rusty Trombone?
He's reading them like they're common knowledge to everybody. It was humiliating.
All right, well then I made a mistake.
Yes, you did. And we only get one chance to have this 50th wedding anniversary party. And I think it put a black eye on the entire night.
Let me ask you a question. Do you blame the person who said it or the person who told him to say it?
You told him to say it. He never would have thought to say it if you hadn't told him these things.
But it's not like I contacted him on my own. He sent me an email. It bothered me. I was home at the time, so I sent him back this list.
Couldn't you have just ignored it?
Let me tell you something. How did it go over with the crowd?
Oh, lead balloon time. Nobody knew what in the world he was talking about.
I blame that on delivery. I could have fucked Big A Word